Hi, this is Muriel and you're logged on to guitar.com. So hope you come back and visit and check out murielanderson.com sometime too. Thanks. He was a wonderful teacher for me, and I was really drawn to Christopher Parkening because he was the one who really made me fall in love with the classical guitar. I heard his music on the radio, and I said, wow, how can anything sound so beautiful? I'd never heard anything so beautiful in my life. And the reason is his attention to tone and phrasing, which is just superb. And so he works a lot on how to develop just the right type of tone and what type of tone and what type of phrase to have for a certain passage. And I think very visually, if I'm playing a piece like the Couperin piece, Mysterious Barricades, you want it to sound kind of innocent, and sometimes it means a little bit of hesitation, so it has a little innocence. So it has a charming innocence to it. And it takes a little while to develop it so that it sounds simple. And so, and there's so many different aspects to music, and so many different images that you can really bring into the music. Hopefully they've gotten better. I'm writing more for, now I'm writing more in a classical style than I had before. My earlier pieces were more finger style. I'll play one of my earlier pieces that I wrote for Chet Atkins. This is called Mr. Chester. It's not a conscious move. It's just a lot of the music that I'm writing. I've just loved the combination of guitar and cello and violin, viola, wonderful violist from Switzerland, and a lot of the music that I'm hearing in my head nowadays is a little bit more harmonically complex, and with a lot of intertwining melodies. And so it tends to be a little bit more in the classical vein. But not every piece. Some pieces will come back and be more fingerstyle. So I'll play one. Play a new one. This is the one that I wrote in Germany. So I had just fallen in love, and this was the music that I wrote this just before going on stage. I just all of a sudden felt I needed to write this, and so this is what came out. This is called "Where the Heart Is." I was just telling you about doing more harmonically complex things, and now I chose a very harmonically simple thing. But it's one of those pieces that just is meant to be that way. And let's see, just allow the music to be the way it comes out. And I just love the sounds that are around us. And with the classical, there's a little bit of time to kind of incorporate that into the music and use that as part of your phrasing. So, but in addition to the, taking in the sounds of nature around us, there are some things that you can do just to help bring out the phrase. And I use that both in my writing and in my interpretation. Here's a piece that I wrote called Arioso. It's very much in a classical style. So I started off like this, just this melody that it starts on this note and keeps on coming back to the note, and then wanders away, and then back to that note. So everything, I'm always hanging around this A note here, and then I just have a bass that descends like this. So that's how I thought of it. But since I didn't have another guitar player to play with me on that, I had to figure out how to grab those bass notes on the chord while I played. But it still wasn't really coming together, and what it needed was something in between. I had the melody, I had the bass, but I needed an inner voice, and that was the whole key. So I decided to have this inner voice that just moves up a step. Da, da. So, da, 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 da. Place I can, I'm da da, putting that little moving voice. Da, da, da. Time to go up high, and I grab that note up there, and then wander down. Okay, now I've had enough of A for a while. Time to go to D for a little bit. Now wander around D. Still doing that little inner voice. Still hearing the inner voice moving down. Now it's coming up to a nice climax. Oh, that was such a beautiful note. I'm going to play that again. Oh, I like that so much. I'll play it one more time. And I'll just hang on it there for a little bit because I like that note so much. And now I'm just kind of relaxing, coming down to this. Okay, time to change keys. There we go, key of E. Enough of this key of A stuff. And this is kind of loose and improvisatory. Kind of free. Now time to come back to the theme in A. And up to my highest note, right up there. Just hang on for a little bit to the highest notes. And now it's winding down. And it's going to end, but no, not quite yet. Just a surprise there. And now it's building up to an end again. And it's going to end right. No, it didn't quite end yet. And finally, there we go. So those little extended endings, Beethoven did that all the time. He had entire pieces that were nothing but endings. He just kept on thinking they were going to end and they didn't. And it's a fun way to just draw it out a little bit.